Hello everyone, welcome to Math Edu. Today we study range of a function. Then what is mean by range of a function? In last video already we have studied the domain of a function and how to find domain of a function. Then here we study what is the range of a function and how to find the range of function. Then here are some steps some steps to find a range of a function by using some shortcut tricks. The range मतलब क्या होता है? The set of output of y is equal to f of x. ये जो function है ना y is equal to f of x, इसमें we substitute different values of x and what we get the output values. This is our range. The set of output of y is equal to f of x when we put the different values of x. And domain मतलब क्या होता है? The collection of values of x. जो x की वैल्यू पुटअप की जाती है उसका कलेक्शन मतलब क्या है? डोमेन है. एंड रेंज मतलब क्या है? यार ये जो कलेक्शन है इसमें substituting these different values as here x and what we get it output value, simplified value, which is our range. Okay, then denote here we are denote the some step to find the range. Whatever we are given a function, we denote this function as our by the symbol y or by the notation y. Then after that we are given function is in terms of x, we express this in terms of y. तो x का जो फंक्शन है वो हमें y के फंक्शन में एक्सप्रेस करना है. ओके, बाद में क्या करना है? फाइंड पॉसिबल वैल्यूज ऑफ y एज लाइक डोमेन. जैसे डोमेन फाइंड आउट करते थे सेम थिंग वी फाइंड द डोमेन बट इट इज फॉर वैल्यू ऑफ y. ओके, देन यहाँ पे भी हमें डोमेन ही फाइंड आउट करना है फॉर विच वैल्यू ऑफ y दिस फंक्शन इज डिफाइंड. दिस फोर्थ स्टेप इज मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट, दैट इज द एलिमिनेट वैल्यूज बाय लुकिंग द फंक्शन और द डेफिनेशन टू राइट द फाइनल रेंज. ओके, दैट इज आफ्टर फाइंडिंग द रेंज ऑफ अ फंक्शन if there exists a square root term, then this fourth step is applicable. That is, if square root term is involved, we know that the output of a square root term must be a positive number. If there exists a negative in the range, we have to eliminate this. Okay, that is after finding the range, and if given example is in terms of square root, then from this range, that is if this range involves the negative term, then we have to eliminate this term. Output of a square root must be a positive. It is never negative value. Okay, then we start actual or example. For example, first one, if we are given the function y is equal to, suppose x plus 3 is given and we have to find the range of this. Okay, then from these steps, first step we denote the given function as y is equal to notation and after that we express x as a function of y. तो x is equal to क्या होगा? That is we get x is equal to y minus 3 and then we have to find the different values of y or the all possible values of y. Same thing as like a domain, we find the domain means we substitute different values of y and for which we get some finite quantity. Then here we can take any value of y from this r, from minus infinity to plus infinity. You can take any value. The simplified expression is a finite or is a valid quantity. Means here the range is, what is the range? Whole this real line or minus infinity to plus infinity. Next one example we consider here. Find the range x plus 4 divided x minus 2. Okay, this is our given example. Then here to find the range for this, by our steps, that is denote the given function as y, then we denote this as y is equal to x plus 4 divided x minus 2. Then after denoting this as y, we have to express this x as a function of y. तो क्रॉस मल्टीप्लीकेशन लेंगे तो x plus 4 is equal to क्या होगा? xy minus 2y is there. Okay, then we have to find the values in terms of y. तो x y transfer these to left hand, तो x minus xy and this plus 4 transfer करेंगे right hand को, तो minus 2y minus 4 is there. Here take x as outside because we have to find the function of x in terms of y. तो क्या है यहाँ पे x outside में लेंगे तो 1 minus y is equal to minus 2y minus 4 is there. Then what we get? X is equal to, then x is equal to minus 2y minus 4 divided 1 minus y. Then what is the domain of this? That is, find domain of this, which is our range. Okay, means express this x in terms of y and find the values, possible values of y, all possible values of y. This is our domain. तो यहाँ पे जो फंक्शन है वो कहाँ पे डिफाइन नहीं है. when y is equal to 1 then this denominator term is 0. तो y is not equal to 1 चाहिए. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे अगर y is 1 है तो डिनोमिनेटर की टर्म क्या है, डिफाइन नहीं है. तो व्हाट इज द रेंज? द रेंज इज r minus 1. Okay, then the range is y belongs to r minus 1. Okay? All values of real number except 1 is our range. Then next is, if there exists a square root term, then how to find a range. Next one example. For example, f of x is equal to 1 upon the square root of x minus 10 is there. Then here also we denote this given function as y is equal to, तो y is equal to क्या होगा, square root x minus 10. Then in order to eliminate this square root, we square on both sides. Then squaring, what we get, y square is equal to 1 upon this x minus 10. Then we have to express this x in terms of y. Then cross multiply करेंगे तो x y square minus 10 y square is equal to 1 है. Then x is equal to क्या है, minus 10 y square ट्रांसफर करेंगे तो x y square is equal to 1 plus 10 y square. Then what is x? That x is equal to 1 plus 10 y square divided by y square. Then this is not defined for y is equal to 0. Okay, then this is not defined for y is equal to 0, because when y is 0 then this is infinite. Okay, means domain is here r minus equal to 0. डोमेन, जैसे डोमेन फाइंड आउट करते हैं उसी मेथड से रेंज फाइंड आउट करनी है. ठीक है, देन रेंज इज r माइनस सिंगलटन 0 is the range. But if you observe, our last step is here important, means eliminate values by looking the function by using the definition to write the final range. To final range write करने के लिए हमें function को observe करना है. What is our given function? The given function in the form of square root. And here if range is r minus singleton 0, मतलब minus infinity to plus infinity except 0. लेकिन ये जो square root term है तो square root का output is always a positive term. तो आउटपुट मतलब क्या है, रेंज है, तो रेंज इज पॉजिटिव होनी चाहिए. तो क्या होगी रेंज? that is range must be positive number, that is we have to eliminate the negative terms. The range is 0 to infinity. Okay, open interval 0 to infinity. That means if there exists a square root term, then whatever we get the output, it must be a positive, because the square root of any number is a positive. That means output or the image or the range must be a positive. Then 0 to infinity is the range. To find a range, you have to apply the same thing process as a find a domain. But if there exists a square root term, then you have to eliminate the negative numbers. That is, we find the range of the following function. Suppose here we are given the square root of 16 minus x square, and second one is given, that is the square root of x square minus 16 is there. Then we have to find the range for this. There is something, we follow this step, whatever given function we denote this as y. Then in order to eliminate this square, then this square root we take squaring on both sides. 16 minus x square is equal to y square is there. Then you have to express this function in terms of y. तो x square is equal to क्या होगा, x square is equal to 16 minus y square is there. Okay, 16 minus y square. Square of any number is always greater than equal to 0. If it is negative, then square is positive also. Okay, whatever the number, and if x is 0, then it is 0. तो ये जो value होगी x square is equal to 16 minus y square, which is always greater than equal to 0 होनी चाहिए. ठीक है, get the factors y 4 minus y and 4 plus y. This must be greater than equal to 0. Then we draw a number line and we denote this point on this number line, and we find the interval, that is the range. Then minus infinity to plus infinity, here 0, then minus 4 plus 4. Then you can take any point randomly to check in which interval it is greater than equal to 0. That is same thing which we are doing to find the domain of a function. Okay, same thing process we have to do here. We substitute different values, and for which value it satisfies this condition, means the expression must be greater than equal to 0. Then suppose if we put different values here, that is put y is equal to suppose less than 4 minus 5, we substitute. Then what to get 4 minus plus 5, that is a 9 into 4 minus 5 minus 1, that is a negative. Then we have to note this sign, negative term. Then if we next minus 4 से next minus 3 substitute करेंगे तो minus 4 minus 3 plus 3. If we substitute 4 is equal to minus y is equal to minus 3, then this has 7 into 4 minus 3 plus 1, that is this as पॉजिटिव. तो यहाँ पे पॉजिटिव. इफ y एज 0 सबट्यूट करेंगे तो क्या होगा 4 माइनस 0, that is 4 plus 4 greater than equal to 0. And if we substitute y as a minus 4 पे क्या होगी minus 4 minus 4 0. Okay, that is this is also include. Okay, minus 4 because we want greater than equal to 0 term. Then next if we substitute y as a plus 3, suppose y is equal to either plus 3 plus 2 whatever it is, plus 3 substitute करेंगे तो क्या होगा 4 minus 3, that is a 1, and 4 plus 3 7, that is a positive. Okay, this term is positive. Then greater than 4 से greater than substitute करेंगे तो suppose y is equal to 6 substitute करेंगे तो 4 minus 6, that is a minus 2, and this 4 plus 6 is a 10, that is a negative number. Okay, this is a negative. You have to check this side. Then in which interval it is greater than equal to 0, that is minus 4 से लेकर plus 4 पे. minus 4 पे 0 मिलेगा, plus 4 पे 0 मिलेगा, लेकिन we want greater than equal to 0, that is either it is straightly greater than or equal to 0. तो minus 4 से लेकर plus 4 का interval included. Therefore here range is, that is y belongs to minus 4 से plus 4 तक, minus 4 से plus 4. लेकिन here what we are given a function which is a square root term, तो square root का जो भी आउटपुट होगा वो क्या होना चाहिए, which is a positive term, that is it never a negative number. Then we have to eliminate these negative terms. Therefore our range must be a positive number, that is 0 to 4. You have to eliminate this negative because whatever this output of a square root, it is a positive, and range मतलब क्या होता है, output होता है. ठीक है, तो output must be a positive. Next one example, square root x square minus 16. Then we denote this as y. Then we have to express this in terms of y. Then squaring on both sides, that is x square minus 16 is equal to y square. Then what we get, x square in terms of y, that is y square plus 16. X square is always positive because any negative value, positive value, this x square must be greater than equal to 0. Okay, and as this x square is greater than equal to 0, then this y square plus 16 must be greater than equal to 0. And here if you observe, y can take any value, that is y is positive, negative, whatever the term, it is greater than equal to 0. Okay, that is there is no need to factorize because y square plus 16 always satisfies this condition for all values of r. Okay, that is y belongs to r is our range. Okay, here y can take any value from minus infinity to plus infinity, but as in the given equation what we are given, which is a square root term, root of square root term is always positive. We consider here range as range is y belongs to r, that is whole this real line minus infinity to plus infinity is our output. But for the square root term, output is never negative. That means we have to eliminate these negative terms. Then range is here, what we get, the range, that is a range means y belongs to all this real number which is from 0 to infinity is our range here.